Ngā mihi o te rā, nau mai hoki mai e te iwi. Welcome back to Raukura Intuitive Tarot. Ko Chelsea tōku ingoa. My name is Chelsea and we're going to be tapping in using the cards today. Take what resonates, leave the rest for someone it aligns with. Just before I pressed record, I had this little energy come in and be like, oh, finally these messages get to land. Finally you're in this space to hear wairua, to hear energy, to hear your tūpuna, your ancestors, to hear just wairua in spirit, wairua tapu, like sacred energy, sacred knowledge, sacred frequency. So thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me purpose is a huge thing that's coming in. We have the King of Pentacles, which makes sense because this is a real, I feel like you're finally landing into identities, like future identities that are now present identities for you. You've really worked hard in creating stability within the identity that shows up for yourself in many different facets: the personal life, the intimates, the sexual energy, the platonic energy, the mothering energy that you provide people. I feel like you're ready to take your place. There's been a rest period here and you've been resting alongside your ancestors. I feel like you've been putting things to rest. Knight of Swords. This could have been quite... The energy that we've tapped in is that lingering fast energy. Yeah, there's a lot moving through your identity, through you becoming your whole self. The Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups. So there's this echoing energy that I've been hearing in my collective, the way I read for collective, you the collective, of you being the wheel. I keep hearing, you are the wheel. You are what is turning the vehicle, and each spoke, each nail, each rotation that you do, the health of that is very important. We've also got the Two of Cups here in this reading today. Don't mind that noise, it's actually the lawnmower. I live close to a park and I'm mowing the lawns at the park. We've got the Two of Cups, Rako Nui energy, the fullness. Things are really being seen. Things are really being seen in times of your darkness. You're in the point of your cycle. You're coming into the point of this cycle as we approach the full moon. And a lot has been illuminated to you in questions that you had, but maybe you never spoke out loud. On this channel, we have been asking some awkward questions and feeling safe in that. And we move through that uncomfortability by being self. I feel like this is that King of Pentacles energy. Let's just pull some cards. Eight of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is lingering. So there's this healing of collective that you're going through yourself, which makes sense because that's why you've done so much embodiment work and why this collective is like, I pick up on that feeling. The Nine of Cups here with the Nine of Swords, there's definitely this sense of fulfillment that you are living in this state that you're in. It's joy, peace, tranquility, sovereignty. I feel like you've also working through really intricate mindsets of things like, I thought I would never live a world without a certain thought. I never believed in a world could exist where I knew this thing is in the world but I forget about it. That's peace. Forgetting is detaching in this time and space. There's also this aspect of death where you don't forget. Your remembrance is honoring yourself. So we flip that, right? That's that darkness. So remembrance is honoring. Honoring what happened. Your masculine energy honors what happens. Honors what happened too. Eight of Cups. And the Nine of Cups. I feel that, yeah, you just choose to maneuver past, through, around things that kept you sort of disbelieving that your joy is enough, that your existence is enough. You're quite happy with that. I feel like you also just cast this huge light into people who don't believe that they're enough yet. They still have to work through like their mummy issues and their daddy issues. And you're quite happy to be a part of that journey. I feel like the heartache that you've healed by sitting with your tūpuna, moving rather quickly through energy and motion, which is that millisecond journey of regulating your nervous system in the moment, in the physical, in the present, as the wheel turns and you are human taking action. Now is that time to take that action that you're needed to, reminding you that the softness that you do in every hour is magic hour. Every hour is an opportunity for you to utilize that time within that phase. And this is what we learned through the moon. This is what the moon is teaching us and allowing us to honor through remembrance. The remembrance for you is that activation within your DNA, and that's why the tūpuna come through really, really strong. Okay, it's gonna be a shorter video today because my battery is low. You are the wheel. You are the moon, the sun, and the stars. And you took a protective bridge to get through this time and space. You took a road you chose yourself ultimately through what could have been blocks for others. You succeeded through. Yeah. Ultimately, I feel like people were playing games with you and you won, even though you're not competitive. It's just like your natural innate knowing to understand that whatever you moved through was your shadow journey, and you just played the game better than that person, that place. This could be energy, this could be like attachments that you've had, this could be business boundaries being or trying to be attacked. So it's been a journey of discernment for you, because you didn't give over your mana, and that's why you're here today. And you're standing on business, leading with the 9 of Cups, which is that solar plexus energy. And it's so lovely to have the King of Pentacles energy. It's so lovely to be in your energy, by the way. Thank you so much for supporting Raukura and me and this page and the channel. The channelings too, you being a conduit, you being an oracle that tunes in and allows me to channel for you. This energy here with the King of Pentacles, this feels very, logical, very grounded, very strategic. You can read people better because you've had safety around you to explore realms intimately, okay? So you're living in a lot of your manifestations of manifesting in people to heal aspects of yourself. King of Swords, Queen of Wands coming out together. I feel like this is your offerings coming through, very grounded, very conditioned. I feel like you're in very good condition. You've put yourself through conditioning, okay? Although there's still things that are in your blind spots, and you know that there's things that you don't know, I feel that you have enough mana to be able to really dig deep into your offerings. And I placed the cards like this. I'll show you. And I just see you standing on business and gaining your potential, living in your potential. But this also is reminding me of like a root system, like plants, mycelium. So it's an activation of being in connected intimacy with source energy, which is also you. So I'm also seeing this as like your core, your authentic self, reaching up for your union energy and living in that union energy and having those daydreams actually manifest into reality. And this is very realistic. I feel like, look at the duality playing out here. I don't know if I'm allowed to show this man's, but it is literally the mirror. The King of Pentacles showing up too because you know better. I feel like you outsmarted your ego a lot. This devil energy definitely feels like you humbling that ego. Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. So let's just finish up this reading with King of Pentacles energy. We have the Ace of Materials, the Muse of Emotions. Tell us something we don't know. I'm curious. The Muse of Emotions, Knight of Inspiration in reverse. tell us what's happening in the dream state with this King of Masculines. King of Masculines. I was meant to say King of Pentacles. King of Masculines. Knight of Inspiration. Thank you. Two of Emotions. Okay, so we've got two emotions card, which is Cups. Let me just get a read. Actually, you want to put that there. So, I want to put this down here. Playing with my cards. Should I move this down a bit so you can see? Okay, I'm going to put it there. Muse of Emotions down here. With it's above two of the emotions. That was like that, wasn't it? Okay. Knight of Inspiration. There's emotional intimacies being worked through in this masculine energy and this King of Masculines or the King of Pentacles. And the feminine is really working through reaching into that potential, living in the 3D, living in the reality, but it's the daydream. Two of Emotions is this, Two of Cups, being mirrored. And this is the sense of play coming in for you. For you to indulge, I feel. Come back to yourself, come back into being you, being soft, being creative. You may not feel inspired in some aspect with your sacral. However, the deep intimacy healing, the sexual energy healing needs a break, needs time to regenerate. So during times of reserving that energy, it's important for the up level and the upgrades, and that energy gets transferred into a different type of energy as well. And I feel like you are learning how to really become a big part of the wheel. And this is where you're landing and grounding, learning to balance those different facets of yourself. And it is the great cleansing, and it's not going to be forever, because this energy is forever evolving. It's going to be very close. I feel like it's going to be time before you know it where you are going to be sharing this sexual energy with someone, inviting someone into your nest to live that experience of being in a successful, beautiful union, you know. Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords. Queen of Wands, deep feminine energy, creative, spontaneous, passionate, very fiery. And then we've got the King of Swords, who is very grounded, bold and boisterous, but in a very mana Mauri Ora wairua, very distinctly captivating in all aspects of integrity. So a good man with a good heart and lots of ethics and well-grounded values. Queen of Wands, very similar, but in that heart space energy. So you are that heart, and you have that grounding coming in for you in that masculinity. And it's very present here because you are very present within yourself within this energy. We're also talking about these new versions of yourself coming into play in your business as you show up, as you invest in yourself. The King of Wands is also investment. And you know this, that this Mac Daddy Means is invests in himself as well, and that investment also is in your home, right? Investing in things like coaching, mentorship, if it is something that is of value to you, when you're ready to invest into that level up, okay? Particularly when it comes to the emotional journey. And a lot of the Wairua work and working with Wairua is distinctively placing boundaries within your emotional realms so you don't get piggybackers or possessed or demons, attachments, hexes, curses, whatever you want to call them, utu. Okay. Many different names for those types of attachments and spiritual bonded contracts, okay? And that's also what they are when you really logicalize in this masculine energy what things are and what they are when they play out. Well, this has been absolutely lovely to connect with you again on this channel. This energy, yeah, I'm going to go out and do some gardening with my eldest daughter. She's 14. We're going to be preparing the whenua for my beautiful clients that are coming in person, which is a reminder. I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but I am doing online readings, and you can catch the link to secure your own personal pre-recorded YouTube reading just like this, unlisted on YouTube. You get sent the link to your email. At the moment I am doing day returns, so as soon as your payment comes in and I see it, I will send you an email, and then I will send you to confirm payment, and then I will send you another email to send you your link, okay? I will finish up the readings tonight for those of you who purchase a reading. Otherwise, you can head over to Facebook if you want to enjoy some in-person somatic breath-led releasings and some tarot and cacao, or a sound journey in cacao with the crystalline, with my little balls. Yeah, so I love you. Thank you for watching and supporting. Like, comment, share, let me know who you are. You know I want to know. You know I love it when you talk to me and I'm just not all alone in this space. It's really beautiful to feel your human connection. So yeah, let me know who you are. Subscribe if you're vibing the channel. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Ka kite anō.